Welcome, collectives. My name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen channel. I definitely want to welcome you back for another read this morning, this afternoon, this evening. Whenever you have found this message, I am so grateful that you are here. Okay, guys, so we do have another downloaded message. This one is so trippy. I had to write some things down so I could I don't know, so I could just be fluid with giving the message. So I'm going to start with sharing what I have here, and we're going to look at the cards this evening to see what this message means for whomever it is resonating with, and maybe how you can capitalize on this energy. Because just looking at the message, just kind of taking a general peek at it, to me, it looks like someone is hitting a new level of awakening and has some new gifts or abilities that they are experiencing, and still kind of connecting what is happening here, because there's something in the message about astral travel, and so they're trying to connect what they're sensing and feeling. So once again, welcome to all of my viewers. If you are regular subscribers, thank you so much. If you are new subscribers, thank you so much. And if you are just stopping by to check the video out and just feel out the energy, welcome to the space, and I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so this message, guys, as I mentioned before, it has to do with astral projection. So there's something here in the message about astral projecting, opening your Akashic records, and merging astral timelines. Okay, so astral projecting, opening your Akashic records, and merging astral timelines. So this is really interesting because for whomever this message is resonating with, they are feeling an energy or a sensation that's not fully describable. And what I mean by that is it's hard to put in words. It's a very specific feeling or sensation. It's known, but it's hard to describe in language. Okay, at least like language that we use daily. So this energy that whomever is resonating with this message is feeling is coming across as familiar. It's almost captivating in the sense that when you take note of it, it almost kind of stops you in your tracks. You have to take a moment to feel it out. And even though it might be just for a moment, and when you focus in on it, it kind of leaves or subsides. So there's something here in this download about spaces that you are traveling to, possibly while you are resting, like astral projection. And if you're new to the topic of astral projection, definitely just look it up on Google. AI will pull you up like a description, and you can also look at different articles and videos on YouTube about the topic of astral projection. But basically, it has to do with one's aspect of their higher self, their soul, their energy, you know, leaving and going and doing other work and returning. So this can happen while you're resting. This can happen while you're in an awakened state. You know, it just depends on how it works for you. Okay, or what your specific situation is. But whomever this message is resonating with, there are these spaces that you're traveling to while you're resting. So you're moving into these different astral spaces. And even though you don't recall them when you wake up, there are still these moments when you have a striking feeling of something that feels familiar. Almost like a thought that's playing in the background that you've heard before. That's how familiar this feeling is. So these were the best words that I could use to kind of describe what whomever is resonating with this message might be experiencing. And it is because these astral spaces that you're going to have a certain frequency or vibration that you are experiencing and feeling while you are present in astral form. And then upon returning to yourself, your physical body, the memory, the outline of those energies is like implanted into your auric field. They're still there, almost like an experience that you have that you really enjoyed or was really pivotal for you or you really connected with. Even if you don't remember all the details of like a trip, a vacation, or an experience, you remember that feeling that experience brought you. That's what's really drawing you to the experience, is that feeling. It's like forever carved into like your state of being, your experience, your auric field. That's exactly what we're talking about here with this download for whomever this message is resonating with. So like I said, this message today is quite trippy, but also very amazing, because it is an indicator that once again, as it keeps coming up in the readings, many of you have new gifts and abilities that are awakening in this timeline. And so you're really starting to experience the richness of those gifts and really tapping into them, like being aware that they're there so that you can tap into them. So with that being said, I'm going to go on ahead and just light my candles and just start clearing out the space. We're just going to pull a few cards on this topic to see what information is there for the collective at this time regarding this download. Okay, guys, and I definitely hope at the time that this message found you that you are having a phenomenal day. If it is the evening, I hope that you have had a phenomenal day. And I hope you definitely got an opportunity to engage in some self-care. And if not, grab a cup of tea, a glass of water, a cup of coffee, whatever you like, and bring it on into the space. And you and I will take some time together, and hopefully you'll get a chance to just kind of tap in and tune in for a moment and take a moment just for you. All right, little Palo Santo there for you, a little bit for me. I am currently at the end of my day, so it is very nice to be able to take a moment with you all and just sit with you and just enjoy getting into another message. So super happy to be here today. Let's go on ahead and put our Palo Santo there. All right, and we're going to go on ahead and ring the meditation bell. If you have a sound sensitivity, I would ask you to turn the sound on your device down at this time. Beautiful. I feel like we're just diving into the astral space this evening. So I have like some more kind of astral music on this evening to go with that energy or that vibe. So I have a couple of decks here that we're going to be focusing on. So we have the Akashic Oracle deck. We have Shadow Work. We have Wisdom of the Oracle. And then we have Ask Your Guides. So I'm not sure that we're going to be pulling out of all of those decks. That's what we have with us here tonight, just so you can know what energies we're working with. But I'm going to see what decks are really calling to me. So right now, I think I want to work with, this deck is calling to me. This is one of my new ones. This is the Wisdom of the Oracle. deck. And I can show you that one here. Let me see. There we go. So that's the first one we're going to start with this evening. And I have a bunch of new decks, as I've mentioned before, guys. So a lot of really cool readings coming up on a lot of different topics. I am going to be doing another starseed reading, picking about, 3 or 4 starseed groups, talking about those starseed groups and kind of like their mission, what it is that their collectives are involved in as far as the energy work goes, and why you might be having a certain kind of experience during this timeline in this incarnation. So that's exciting because that will be coming up soon. For those of you who are new to the channel, I always give the cards a little shuffle. Of course, all of the cards are pre-shuffled and charged. And I do this just to make sure that you guys can see that the cards are very nicely mixed in, and that I am not just pulling cards, you are seeing the energy work. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. Alrighty, let's get into it. So just asking that all energies of any low vibrational frequency be removed from the space, and only energies of the highest vibration might remain, including my spirit team. And so it is. Let's go on ahead and grab our first card from the bottom. Wow. Guys, our first card out is number 12, a change in the wind. Let me see. I'm still working with this new light and just kind of exploring like how it best works. Hopefully you can see that okay. A change in the wind, number 12. That is our first card on the table. Okay, Spirit, any clarification on a change in the wind in relation to the download? What else do we have? Try it this way. Might be because it's a newer deck. That one wanted to pop. Let's see if it pops up again. Oh, there we go. We have 2, guys. Okay, let's see. Get these guys here. All right, so we have Poised. That's number 48. And we also have No Place Like Home. I'm starting to get an idea about this message here. No Place Like Home. And this one is number 50. Wow, we have 12 on the table twice, 8 and 4, and then we also have 12. We also have 3, 5, and 50. So we have 12 on the table. We should look that up to see what that angel number meaning is. Yeah, as I'm looking at the spread so far, guys, I am definitely seeing an energy here related to your new gifts and abilities. A change in the wind. Something new that is blowing in like the winds of change. And you are noticing it. You're aware of it. You're starting to even feel it and tap into it. And also with wind, I always get this energy of something graceful and etheric. And then we move right into the Poised card here, where we see like a beautiful fairy on a column dancing in a joyful manner, holding themselves in a poised position. And definitely reaching up towards her North Star or North Node, which is absolutely the energy that whomever is resonating with this message is in right now. Focusing on your gifts and abilities and really tapping in and tuning into that energy is directing yourself towards that north node energy. So that is the direction that is like universally and divinely guided toward your soul path and what it is you're here to do. Like this beautiful Dharma energy. And then we have no place like home. This gives me the energy of like you really tapping in. It's like you actually returning home. Not the standardized ways that you've done things over the years and, you know, the routines, the patterns, the methods, the day-to-day, you know, the drudgery, the this, the that. Not the systemic energy that you've grown accustomed to living here on planet Earth, but like really tapping into your purpose and feeling into your gifts is helping you to have this feeling of home. Something feels very known and comfortable about it, even though in this incarnation it feels brand new. So it's this energy and this feeling that's hard to like place somewhere. It's something very unique, and you know it each time you feel it. Each time you tap into your gifts and then acknowledge the energy that's there after that, you feel it, you recognize it. It's in depth. You become one with it. There's no denying it, but at the same time, it is not fully known yet. So it's like you're dancing in between two worlds. But truly, that soul path, that place that you are moving towards by walking down your soul path is home. And there's something innately inside of you that senses that. That's why that feeling in the download comes through, a feeling like something very familiar. That's what that is. So it's really this change in the wind. Something shifted that has you feeling more poised and in position for what it is you're here to do. And it's leading you home. Something that you've probably known for many incarnations. In all your different forms, you've known this or come to understand it in each incarnation. That is really beautiful and powerful energy, guys. Oh my goodness. I had no idea this was gonna go this direction. And with the download, I was kind of curious, like, how is this gonna go? There we go. Everything wants to fall on the floor. That is so wild. Let me see if I can get this up here. It's a little bit harder to get things off the floor, but that's okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's exactly what I was thinking. So your next card is number 5. So we have 5 on the table again. So you have 12, 12, and 5, 5. Orphaned. Yeah. There's an image of a person sitting on a high tower, almost like a nested high tower, and they're kind of mimicking the energy of like a baby bird that was left in the nest, only it's a human being. So when I think about this in relation to the no place like home energy, wow. Like, it's almost like you've had this feeling in the back of your mind, your heart, your higher self, that as you started to awaken, you became aware of, like, I'm not fully home yet, or I don't know exactly where home is yet. I'm still figuring that out. I can tell this isn't it. You know, these things that I'm doing day to day, and you know, what I've traditionally held as my viewpoint, my beliefs in the past. And then as you started to awaken, you started to become more aware of what home might be looking like. Still not having a clear picture, but more of an idea of the feeling or the sensation. And then as these abilities started to, you know, become active again in you, having that strong feeling or sense of something familiar that you can't put your finger on helped you to realize, oh, there's the direction of home. Where was I this whole time? Well, you were in your journey. This incarnation, you were in the process of learning and expanding. So when we come here, you know, through our families, through our parents, we don't remember everything. And there's some people that remember quite a bit, but they're the rarity. For the most part, we don't remember everything. We're going through this experience and figuring it out. And that's part of the reason why human beings incarnate into the Earth School, is to really form that bond and that connection with universal energy, higher self, with source. So it is part of the growth process to experience it in this lifetime through these challenges, through these knowings, through these opportunities, through these feelings and emotions, through this body. You're figuring that out. So even though you might have a feeling like, you know, I'm orphaned, how did I get here? Where is my home? Even though you might have that feeling like, you know, if a spaceship lands, I'm hopping on it, I'm out of here. You know, like some serious starseed energy. Please know, like, no, you're not actually orphaned. You have a home. You're just remembering. You're just remembering how to tap in and tune in with that part of yourself. And it was all part of the process. Everything is as it should be. So there's nothing to panic about. It's just continuing to tap into that process. Yeah, number 26, happy. You know, finding your home and learning how to tap into that energy whenever you like, because you can. You just had to awaken to that ability. This is where happiness is. And you recognize that because when you have that sense of familiarity about that energy, those spaces that you travel to and those things that you remember when you travel. And maybe don't bring them back cognitively in the way that you remember everything, like a dream. But there's that energy that you remember when you feel it. That's where the memory's coming in. So you're taking back like parts of that frequency and vibration from those astral spaces, and they are now imprinted in your auric field. So when you have a similar, you know, replay of that energy, you then feel an emotional response. Happy, number 26. Number 8 is on the table as well. So this says something about you moving in a direction towards your true soul path and the emotions that you feel when you do that. You are happy. Use your emotions as a guide to help you to understand when you're in alignment and out of alignment. Strong messaging there. Enchanting gifts, number 27. And number 9 is on the table as well. Number 27, enchanting gifts. This one is lovely. There's like a fairy ballerina coming out of a gift box. And there's a little kitty sitting next to the box like, yay! As she's popping out of the box. And this is lovely energy. It's giving me like what came up in the reading earlier, like tapping into that childlike energy. Exploring things with a childlike curiosity. Finding things enchanting, magical. Not seeing your experience, and this experience is like boring, dull, one-dimensional, flat, whatever, static. Understanding that it is fluid, magical, amazing. And really tapping into that energy with this exploration will also help you with your happiness as you move through these changes. And we have the observer. Here we see a fox with a telescope looking at the moon, number 49. Yes. Also number 13 on the table. When I look at this card as well, I get an energy of course, the moon representing, you know, shadow self, esoteric knowledge, things that maybe aren't as openly known things that maybe we don't have full knowledge of yet. Exploration into those areas. And as you can see, the fox is sitting on top of a, looks like an egg. May not be, but it kind of looks like an egg to me, with a telescope aimed at the moon. So, you know, the cleverness of the fox, the focus in on the things that are not fully known, and the egg symbolizing birth of something new. This is a beautiful card. And of course we see the stars in the background. They always make sure to put that north node right there. It's amazing energy. So I see here with this card, that is where you guys are at right now, and really need to continue to be, is studying, exploring in that childlike energy, making it fun, unique, curious, interesting, taking an interest in the things not well known. This is how you will grow and expand your abilities. If you have gifts with astral travel, or say lucid dreaming, or you know, whatever it is that has to do with you moving through different energetic spaces, really tapping in and, you know, exploring different aspects of this new gift or ability that you are experiencing at this time, and being the observer of these gifts that you have, understanding that this will lend to your happiness and moving you along your path. Wow, that's amazing energy. Let's look up the card for the observer, number 49. Number 49, the observer. Essential meanings: perspective, objectivity, neutral, observation from a distance. Yeah, so not judging it, but just looking to observe. So it says here, the Oracle's message: most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences so much that they come to believe that these are the only reality. There are times when you need distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, and environment you're engaged with now. You'll be so happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek and will indeed find. So you guys are about to have some questions answered here about these new gifts, about your exploration in this timeline. There is answers coming to these questions. So the relationship message says, sometimes you just can't see the forest for the trees in your way. Feelings can get all jumbled up, and often you hear one thing when a person says another. It can be like an echo of an unresolved past experience dubbed over your conversation. Take time out before you react. It's likely the other person has no idea how his or her words have affected you. Take a few steps back and lend understanding to the situation. Have faith in your connection and trust that you can come together. Take to higher ground now and cultivate curiosity about what you observe in yourself, in others, and in the landscape. You will find things much improved sooner than you know. And your prosperity message on this one says, it is an advantageous time for you to get some distance from what you're doing and see your work and your projects from a different perspective. The trick is to connect to the essence of your goals and aspirations while letting the form and timing be dictated by spirit. This is a message coming through strong, that we have some in the collective who've got like a knuckle grip on the steering wheel and really need to just relax and have a more natural grip on the steering wheel. Not to release it fully, but just to be more relaxed about it So Spirit can take the wheel and move the vehicle in the direction it needs to go if you are unsure of what direction to steer it. So there's some definite energy there. It says you may be too personally attached to an outcome and unable to see the miracle because it's not turning out exactly as you planned. Trust Spirit. The perfect version of your abundance is right in front of you. Remain neutral and curious and watch the miracle unfold. There's that curiosity energy, being like a child, looking at things from a place of interest and being the observer. There it is. So that's a beautiful wisdom oracle. Let's go on ahead and let's see. We're going to pull from another deck here. Let's pull from the shadow work, and then we're going to go to the Akashic deck. Okay, so let's grab the shadow work deck here. And I'm just going to slide this energy over so we can continue considering the message here. There we go. All right. Let's take a look and see what's coming out in the shadow oracle. Card on the bottom. Self-reflection. Looking inward helps you to see what to improve to make better choices. Awareness and improvement. Once again, guys, same energy coming up about reflection. Looking into things in a spirit of curiosity, intrigue, understanding more about your beautiful, enchanting gifts that are surfacing at this time, and really taking some time to reflect on that. And as you can see in this card, she's in a meditative position. So we keep seeing energy like this, even in the playful energy. There's something here about meditation for you guys. Oops. And how that will help you to really explore these new gifts that are coming up. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we have relentless craving. Addiction is a prison disguised as freedom. Consumed, eroding habits. Yeah, so there's something in the energy here about really learning how to tap into what is present with you and not sidetracking yourself with things that feel like they fill the space or used to fill the space. Because you might find that some of these habits, behaviors, activities, people you used to deal with may not be as fully satisfying as they used to be. You might find that something has shifted in the energy and it doesn't quite get it like it used to. So when I see the relentless craving card here, it's speaking about habits that really erode or take away from that energy that you need to be in to really explore these enchanting gifts that are coming up in you, that you are awakening to at this time. So really try to be aware of like how you feel when you engage with certain activities. You know, do I feel like energized, excited, uplifted, or do I feel kind of like drained? Something to consider here, because as things change in these areas, you're going to find that some of the things that you used to do not feel in alignment with your purpose any longer. And we have dark reflection. When you look into the abyss looks bad. Truth seeking and liberation. Yeah. So really looking into the abyss, looking into those things that are unknown, seeking deeper than the surface into things, and really understanding what's in alignment for you. So if you're noticing in your energy here, because this is speaking about shadow work, if you're noticing in your energy that there are things that, you know, you're understanding as you do more meditation and self-reflection work about activities that you're involved in that are not resonating for you, really doing the reflection, because as you look at those things, they look back at you, and you begin to understand more about why something is or isn't resonating with you. So you're really being encouraged to, you know, explore more deeply into these areas and make the needed shifts. Unseen patterns. Change your thoughts, change your life. Beliefs and reprogramming. This energy is huge with the work that you're doing here. Maybe even like a year ago, an expression like Akashic records or astral projection would be something that you wouldn't even think to talk about or speak about. Maybe you didn't even believe in such things, maybe even as little as a year ago. But through those shifts and changes in your energy and really stepping into those gifts that you are awakening to, you are opening your mind to seeing things from a different perspective. Now, when I look at this image here with the card, I see this car traveling over a bridge, and it's kind of an etheric bridge, and the car is like an older styling car, so it kind of gives me the mindset of like, you know, older beliefs and crossing a bridge to something new. Or maybe, you know, traveling, astral travel, or projecting into new thoughts, new ideas, new experiences. Like, I'm getting an energy here of movement, travel, expansion, shifting from the old to the new. And of course, we have the star energy as well. So if we are doing this work, just bringing it back into this area here with the reflection, understanding areas that we may have used for coping mechanisms in the past that are no longer suitable, and we're reflecting on that, we might see some unseen patterns, things that we didn't notice before. And this is why it's super important to do this self-reflection work. This is how these types of things are going to become known to us. We have to be willing to look to see what's there. And it's not always easy, but super helpful on this particular journey that you guys are on. Yeah, we want to be careful about being closed-minded. That's exactly what I was just talking about. So the closed-minded card here says unwilling to consider other perspectives or entertain new ideas. Be more open. Openness and receptivity. So this is exactly what I was just speaking about, which is that we need to be open to looking at and seeing unseen patterns. So if we are closed-minded and only looking at things from one perspective in a highly programmed state, and we're not willing to do the rewiring work, it's going to be very difficult to step into this new energy and really explore it and understand it, and also see that full potential of those gifts that are expanding for you at this time. Yeah, definitely. We need to have inner balance. We can see this person here is juggling many different balls or objects, but also he's floating in space. So there's something etheric about the process instead of so technical. Finding a way to care for the many things that we need to care for in our day-to-day life, but also taking out time, having inner balance, or being balanced about the way we deal with our energy so that we have time to take it easy and to tap into those etheric aspects of our work and our journey. Really powerful messaging out of the shadow oracle. Okay, guys, let's see. I'm gonna grab from the Akashic Truth Oracle card deck. I wasn't sure if I was going to grab from this one, but now I'm thinking I am. So I'm just going to pull this one out. We'll just give these a quick shuffle. We're just going to pull a few cards out of here. just see if there's any messages from the Akashic Oracle about your journey and this download and how it affects you at this time. Things to consider. Okay. Let's see what's here. Messages for the collective, please. What do we have here? Oh, goodness. We have a few that came out at once. All right. That's quite a few. Well, we'll consider these and see what is here, and then we will just move into our Ask Your Guides. So, first off, we have Discovery, and we can see the wise black cat. New ideas, people, or opportunities may be coming your way. While there is still work to do to reach your goal, you may discover new strengths and passions along the way. Let me move that way so you guys can see that. So we have the Discovery card. So you guys definitely in this energy have some new opportunities and people that will work well with this energy coming your way. You might even consider them like soul tribe. You're also being reminded here about detaching. You're being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to. When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that the outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. So this is more energy about gripping the steering wheel too tightly. For some in the collective, this is an issue and this is a human issue, so there's no judgment here. It's about learning a new way of being. And the only way to do that is to just give it a try. Step into the energy and try little ways to kind of like release that strong attachment to things working a specific way, or it's a no-go. That energy will leave you limited and stuck and will not work nicely with what is coming here for you. You have to allow your spirit team in the universe to bring it in the way it needs to be brought. Yeah, and this leads right into the energy of miracles. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to all the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life, and also to those that are currently occurring and are still to come. Miracles surround you. Be on the lookout for them. So this is a reminder that if we are in a discovery, a playful energy, and we detach from a specific outcome, we can see those miracles popping up right in our space, and acknowledging that we are experiencing miracles as we speak and the ones to come. So really staying open to that potential. And then stand your ground. There's something you want to fight for, yet you are choosing to hide instead. Create a boundary and speak up for what you believe in. And we've definitely talked about this energy before in the readings, that it's super important that you are standing your ground at this time, not allowing others to try to silence you or tell you, oh, well, you can't say that, you can't do that. And we're not talking about areas where, people do things that maybe hinder other people's agency or ability to operate. Your beliefs actually have to do with supporting people's right to be able to stand in themselves and to not be hindered simply because someone does not agree with your viewpoint or what you believe in. So you're being encouraged to really step into that self-empowered energy and how that will assist you at this time with these areas of your gifts that are coming in for you. And then the pay attention card. You're being asked to pay close attention or extra close attention to the signs you're being given, both the subtle ones and the ones that can't be missed. These signs will help you to see how to best move forward in order to live your life, in order to live your best life. So once again, standing your ground and paying attention to how you're feeling when different topics are in front of you, different energies, different people, different circumstances, really being mindful of that energy and paying attention to it will actually help you to see signs that can move you down your pathway and also help you to live your best life. So that's really strong messaging there, guys. Let's wrap up the message today with one of the Ask Your Guide cards. We're just going to grab this guy here. And this is the deck by Sonia Choquette. It has a guidebook with it. It is a lovely deck. I enjoy working with it. Also, there's some really good messages in here. So let's just put that there. Give these guys a shuffle, and we're just going to pull a message for the collectives just to close the energy out tonight. Something encouraging and helpful. This is amazing energy, guys. Like, I'm understanding more about this download now after, you know, really delving into this message with you. There's a lot here about what you are experiencing now and what's to come. And really, you're getting, once again, a step-by-step explanation of some of the things that you can do to help yourself really step into this energy at this time. Okay, Spirit, one last card for the collectives. Just to close the energy out. Something upbuilding and uplifting. Yeah, we have the Solitude card. Number 8 is on the table. And we can see like a beautiful spirit guide, you know, once again, with your arms wrapped around you, a reminder, you are not alone in this mission. You have guides and spirit team that are assisting you along the way and helping you to step into these new transitions with your energy. Also guiding you to opportunities to grow in understanding and connect with things that will be beneficial for this journey. Also, we can see, like, once again, more of the meditative energy. Another card emphasizing the importance of meditating and sitting with yourself in a space of solitude to really connect with your higher self. Let's go on ahead and look at the guidebook for number 8. Okay, we're going to just move this guy out the way. And we're going to look here. Number 8, solitude. As a matter of fact, let's see if we can just move them right over here so we can look at the card together. And this will be some great energy to close out on. Number 8, solitude. It says you're being counseled by your higher self to retreat and renew your soul through quiet contemplation and meditation. And you saw I just shuffled the deck and pulled the card that popped. So this is amazing. You guys are really getting a heavy emphasis on meditation. It says your nervous system has been overstimulated and you can't absorb any more input from the outer world. Step away and give yourself the necessary peace and time alone you require to recalibrate. In doing so, you will begin to sense, feel, and even hear the voice of your higher self, which will help you to regain your inner direction. Meditate in whatever way feels best for you. Sit quietly and listen to the guidance your higher self is transmitting through your entire body. Fully open your heart to your higher self. Even if you doubt you are succeeding, you are making contact now. Your higher self invites you to consider your present circumstances calmly and confidently. Clear direction from your higher self will come to you, so listen. Your higher self's message to you: be quiet and listen. So that is definitely a beautiful message to end on. Meditation, guys. If this message resonates with you, if this energy resonates with you this evening and you take nothing else away, meditation. And I mean consistent meditation, sitting in solitude, which can look many different ways. If you're unsure about how to meditate, you can definitely check out videos online, like even on YouTube, or you can Google meditation and just see all of the different articles and videos that come up. Or you can just pick a space in your home where you can take a moment, no one can interrupt you, and just focus in on a space in your room, or close your eyes and center inward. However you choose to do it, as long as you are doing it. So guys, I want to thank you for being here with me this evening, this morning, this afternoon, whatever time of day you found this video. I'm so grateful that you did. And I hope this message resonated for you. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, and help us to get the messages out. If this message was not your message, that is okay. Please check back often for new messages being uploaded regularly. Once again, my name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen channel, and I look forward to being with you in the next message. Okay, guys.